Let's talk about something essential, something we often overlook: the ability to shape your own life. Have you ever stopped to think about how much power you truly have in creating the life you want? The truth is, it's a lot more than you might think. We often hear, life isn't easy. But here's the thing, life isn't meant to be easy. It's meant to be experienced. And the key to truly experiencing it lies within the art of shaping your reality. But how? That's the big question. In this video, we're diving deep into the philosophy of self-creation, the power of your mind, and why asking the right questions is the first step in transforming your life. Let's break it down. Get comfortable. We're about to dive into some big ideas. The power of asking. Have you ever thought about what it truly means to ask? Not just casually, but with purpose. The philosopher Socrates said that true wisdom starts with knowing that you know nothing. But that's not the end. The next step? Ask the right questions. The power of asking is not in finding answers, but in asking the right questions. What do you want in life? What are you truly seeking? These are the foundational questions that shape everything that comes next. Think about it. If you don't know what you want, how can you expect the universe to deliver? It's like going to a restaurant and not knowing what to order. You can sit there all day, but nothing will come unless you make a decision. So ask yourself, what do I want? The process of becoming. Asking is the beginning of becoming. But what does becoming really mean? It's not about wishing or waiting or hoping. It's about being. Being the person who can bring your desires into reality. This process starts mentally, emotionally, and most importantly, it begins with a shift in your perception. You see, the moment you truly ask yourself, what do I want? Everything around you starts to align. It's like the gears of a machine suddenly clicking into place, setting everything in motion. But here's the catch. You don't need to know how it works. You just need to trust that it does work. Some things don't need to be understood. They need to be experienced. The art of receiving. Now, let's talk about receiving. It's automatic. But we don't always think so, do we? We've been taught that receiving is a process, that we need to earn it, struggle for it, and work ourselves into exhaustion just to deserve it. But that's not the case. Receiving is automatic. The challenge, however, lies in the ability to ask for what you truly desire. The problem isn't that the world is withholding. The problem is that most people never even ask for what they want. They wait, hoping, assuming it'll somehow fall into their lap. But that's not how it works. You must ask, and once you do, the universe has no choice but to respond. So, here's the question. Are you asking enough? Are you asking for the right things? Success, abundant, not limited. Here's a mind-blowing thought. Success is abundant. It's not a limited resource. You're not competing for scraps. Success is like an ocean, vast and overflowing, just waiting for you to dive in. But here's the catch. Many people show up to the ocean with a teaspoon. They want success, but they bring a tiny, insignificant tool. You can't scoop an ocean with a teaspoon. You've got to show up with the tools that match the size of your desires. What if you traded in your teaspoon for a bucket? Suddenly, the ocean is within reach. The lesson here is simple. Increase your capacity to receive. Expand your mind, and the success you seek will follow. The dual nature of asking: intelligence and faith. Let's get practical for a second. There are two ways to ask for what you want: with intelligence and with faith. These two principles are the keys to unlocking your potential. Intelligent asking is all about clarity and specificity. It's about knowing exactly what you want and articulating it clearly. When you ask, don't mumble. Don't leave things vague. Be specific. How big? How fast? How soon? Define it. Goals are powerful. They're like magnets. The more specific and clear you are with your goals, the more they will pull you in their direction. The universe doesn't work with fuzzy intentions. It works with clarity. But here's where it gets interesting. Asking with faith is just as important. Faith is the childlike belief that anything is possible. It's about trusting the process, even when you can't see the full picture. It's about having the confidence to know that what you want is already on its way to you. In other words, make your plans like an adult, but believe in them like a child. That's the secret to turning your dreams into reality. The power of consistency. Consistency is the silent force behind every success story. You can't expect to make progress if you're not showing up every day. Success isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Every action you take compounds over time, creating momentum that propels you forward. But the trick is to keep going even when things don't seem to be moving. The most successful people aren't the ones who are perfect. They're the ones who never stop. The endless potential of your mind. Your mind is a powerful tool. The things you think about, the ideas you cultivate, and the beliefs you hold all shape your reality. So, what are you feeding your mind? Philosophers like Descartes and Nietzsche emphasize the importance of self-awareness. Being aware of your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions is the first step towards shaping your life. If you want to change your life, change your thinking. It's that simple. But here's the kicker. Your mind can also limit you. If you believe that you're incapable or undeserving, you'll stay stuck in that belief. But if you change that narrative, if you start believing in your potential, the entire world begins to shift. Creating your reality through action. You've heard it before. Action speaks louder than words. But let's take that a step further. Action is the bridge between your desires and reality. You can dream all you want, but without action, nothing will happen. It's that simple. Action isn't just about doing something. It's about doing something meaningful. Focused, intentional action is what creates the results you're after. And here's the beautiful thing. Once you start acting, everything else will start falling into place. The universe responds to action, not passive thinking. Wrapping up, the ultimate philosophy of life. So, what's the ultimate takeaway from all of this? The secret to shaping your life is clear. Ask, believe, and act. It's that simple. But you must do all three. Asking without belief is empty. Belief without action is useless. And action without direction is pointless. The art of shaping your life is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent and being intentional. If you ask the right questions, believe in yourself, and take consistent action, the universe has no choice but to deliver. Final words. Design your future. The future isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you design. Every choice you make, every thought you entertain, and every action you take shapes the world around you. You are the architect of your own destiny. So what are you waiting for? Start asking, start believing, start acting. The life you want is waiting for you. This script has been designed to be engaging and philosophical with smooth pacing and a strong message throughout. Let me know if you'd like any adjustments.